Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So in today's video we're heading to the Women's and Children's Hospital because Max has a neurological physiotherapy appointment. Alright, let's go. So we've just finished up with Max's neurological physiotherapy appointment, and going into the appointment, I think we were not concerned, but we were thinking that he's quite delayed from his brother. Obviously Leo's doing a lot more things than Max, and just rolling over.
He's like holding himself up really well. He's rolling over, holding himself up really well. He just seems to be getting around a lot easier than Max is, whereas Max is kind of only rolling a little bit and not completely over, and he isn't as strong in his head holding.
Yeah, he just seems a little bit more floppy, and you know, he seems to get tired a lot easier. And for us, we kind of felt that it was maybe 4 or 5 weeks kind of delayed from Leo. But going into the appointment, so they go on his corrected birth age, and so that's 4 months, and for what he's doing now at 4 months old is where he should be. So, you know, he's lifting his feet, he's touching his feet together, he's touching his hands together, he's grasping stuff and bringing it to his mouth. And
so at one point he had one thing in his hand, and then she gave him another thing, and he held on to both things, and she said I wouldn't expect him to be able to do that. So, you know, in one way he's doing even better than we thought.
Yeah, and even just starting to roll over and stuff like that.
So I think, like, speaking to the physio, it was like, she said if you don't know what to look for, you can sometimes think they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But he's doing so well, and it's really like a relief. It's really nice to come out feeling like that.
Twins?
Yes, twins.
Identical?
Yeah.
How amazing. I saw some only a week ago. They're wonderful to see.
Yeah.
Is it a handful?
Yeah. We also have a 2-year-old, so
yeah.
they're not so bad. Oh, they're still, but she's the handful.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
She's
quiet
really busy.
moment. Yeah, in the park.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so that. At least that way I can just keep playing it and just cut when I need to.
So that happens a lot. In particular with me, I'm just like at the shops and pushing the boys around, and people physically stop the pram to talk to me about the boys. So it's lovely. I know a lot of multiple parents don't enjoy that, but I think it's like most things, if you're in a good mood, it's okay. If you're not feeling it, you're kind of like, leave me alone today.
And it's always the same thing. Wow, you've got your hands full.
Oh yeah. Some people will even go as far as to say they feel bad for you, or that's their worst nightmare, which is terrible. Particularly having been
exactly what you want to tell somebody that has 2 kids.
Like, yeah, I can't
That's
do
my
much
worst
about it now.
nightmare.
But as we have said multiple times, we are just so grateful for our kids. So,
Yeah, we wouldn't change a thing.
no.
Yeah. So one really good thing that came out of the appointment was she was showing us just some techniques and stuff to practice with Max, propping him up, putting a towel or something under his chest just to help him lift his head and get him interested in what's in front of him. Just a few more of those techniques that we could be working with him on the floor, either in the pram, and just a few other things just to help his development, which is really good and something that, you know, a lot of useful stuff that we've taken out of this appointment.
I think even though Emily's only 2 and we've only really just been through all this stuff, it's hard to remember what you did to get things happening. But I know that Emily was sitting up before she was 6 months. She was like 5.5 months or something. She started sitting up. But I used to like put a whole bunch of pillows around her and kind of prop her up and sit with her.
Yeah.
If I try and do that with the boys now, though, she'll come and pull the pillows away.
Yeah. She just wants to play with everything.
And everything's hers.
Another question that we had was about feeding and when we should start thinking about introducing feeding with Max, because having the tube and everything else, but then normally babies, I know it varies. Some people say 5-6 months, but then he's also corrected. So we were thinking, do we try that at 7 months? And she was saying that there's no real sort of plan with that. You just sort of go on their cues and you just sort of see what's working for them.
What we went by with Emily was when she could sit up on her own and when she seemed interested, and that happened for her just like maybe a week before she was 6 months old. So I wouldn't introduce food to the boys until they're sitting up. But in saying that, if it turns out this is all developmental with Max, it might be the best thing we can do for him is get him sitting up so that we can start trying him with food, with medical care, obviously. But potentially that might get him off the tube a bit sooner.
Yeah. And then another thing that she was saying was that she wasn't really sure in herself, but you know, she was going to follow a speech pathology, and that was a good thing because we didn't have an appointment and we were wondering about that, and then she just walked over there, spoke to somebody, and is going to get someone to call us, which is good because they did want to see us, but nobody actually made the appointment. So at the moment we're just going to be working with a few of those techniques with Max. We're going to wait to see when our speech pathology appointment is. We've got a few more appointments in early December,
Including another physio one next month.
and then tomorrow we've got that ENT appointment where they do the endoscopy. They're going to be putting the camera down his throat, up his nose and back of his throat to see what's happening there. So we're really looking forward to having some answers there. So some of the techniques that we learned at the physiotherapy appointment, just to help Max get better neck control. He's actually got some very good neck control at the moment. Some stuff that we can do to help him get some more neck control is just to get him to lift it up himself. So at the moment his head's just drooping a little bit, but as that sort of comes up and he gets us in sight, then he brings his head up with him. And then also just to do that on the side. So as you can see there, he's holding his head up, which is really good. It's not just drooping and just flopping. So she actually told us to lift him up and pick him up a couple times. Not too much because then he'll just get really tired, but a couple times every now and again. And to switch that over. Which he's doing really well there. He's holding his head up. He's She's got some really good neck control there. And also to help him start rolling. So Max is doing very well as it is for a baby his age. And his brother, in fact, is rolling completely onto his stomach. But Max is getting stuck about halfway through. So she was saying just to get him on his side and just to get him sort of comfortable balancing. And then when he's ready, just to help him complete that roll. And then when he's ready, just to bring him back round. And also do it on the other side, because a lot of babies just get comfortable rolling on one side. But just to try and get him comfortable rolling both sides. Another technique that the physiotherapist showed us was just getting a blanket and then just rolling it up there and just getting Max just to have his chest on that coiled out bit. And what that does is that lifts his chest up and then puts less weight on his arms, and he's not going to get tired in that position for a long time. So he's able to lift his head up and then look that way, and then with him looking around more, he's just going to be more engaged and be more happier in that position. And he's able to bring his hands together as well. Something else it does, it takes the weight off of his arms and brings it down to the back here. And you know, that helps him build that strength up in his arms and his upper body. So the last technique that she showed us was just to get Max in a sitting position here, and just getting him to sit up on his own, just holding him just by the sides, but just having him sitting up and then just giving him just enough support that he holds a bit of a posture, is able to hold his neck up and just sitting there like that, which is really good because he's able to do that quite well. A lot of babies, when they start doing this, they round their back out, and that's not good for them, but he's able to hold himself up. And then just to do this a few times, every so often, and then that's another thing that's going to help him build that strength, just to hold himself up. That's the end of the video today. So if you're pregnant with twins, if you have twins, or if you're just interested to see what we have going on, look out for the upcoming videos. Better yet, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, and we'll see you in the next one.